Here, I think it's at episode 9, season 2, whatever. Dan and Drew show here on the podcast.
This is the podcast. You're listening to the Dan and Drew show.
Oh yeah. Did we both go away this weekend?
Yeah, we both did.
So you went to Boston, and obviously I went away back to Buffalo, near Buffalo.
Okay.
And I think obviously when you're away, you're not watching the news that much.
Nope. You kind of check out.
Yeah, which is great. So we don't even. I think we could just talk about our trips if we want, and improv around the city this week.
Well, I think Chicago's making a big comeback in my life.
Okay.
Well, I meant comedy. Comedy's making a big comeback in my life.
Good.
I've been writing some stand-up lately.
Okay.
Oh, man, I can't wait to try some stand-up.
Oh. I'd like to. I might go. I have so much stuff written down. I just haven't used it.
Yeah. I did too. I wrote stuff down and then it just sat on it because I never knew what to do with it. I was always doing the improv thing, and I'm like, I really have no place for what I'm thinking and what I'm doing. Yeah. This coming month, I think August, September, I'm going to be doing some standees.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
I'll see if I can maybe do that too.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. You know, just to go and do that. Yeah. This week, let me see here. You know, at IO, I'm doing the music program there. There's 3 levels. They just added 2 levels this year, just for another Chicago improv-y background thing. So I took level 2, then level 3 right now, and then I finished it. Now we're going through like the graduation shows kind of thing. Whatever. So it's going okay. It's just something I'm doing this week.
Is Asher the musical director?
Dave Asher is the musical director.
That's great.
I've had him a coach with our group Buffalo for like 3.5 years. So it's just, all right, Dave, I'll do something with this too. And, you know, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I got a friend who is in a band, and this dude is great. The name of the band is the Railway Gamblers.
Okay.
Dude, these guys rock. They play like Americana, bluegrass, country rock.
Where have you seen them at? Or?
I saw them at a bar on the south side of Chicago. They're playing the Double Door next weekend.
Okay, there we go.
They just released their first studio album.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
You just know them because of the bluegrass scene or the music scene?
No, one guy works for me. And
nice.
I met these guys maybe like 6 or 7 years ago.
Cool.
At an Humphreys McGee show on New Year's. So we go way back, and then I finally kind of seeing the progression of these guys, and it's great. It's so good.
That's pretty tight.
Yeah. So I want to become their manager.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that would be a cool job.
Like booking gigs,
promoting them.
You can do that.
Yeah. Doing I would love. I mean, you see all the music stuff. I would love to be a sound engineer too.
That's cool.
That would be a really cool gig.
I'd still like to be a lead singer in a band around here.
Okay.
I don't know. Is there any Chicago improv boards? Like Chicago music boards? Like in Buffalo, we had a Buffalo music board.
Yeah, they must have them.
Okay.
I mean, Mint.
Yeah.
Mint's got to have them. MCL's got to have them around. MCL's a theater.
Just where you go online and I'm saying like, hey, man, we need a lead singer. We need a bassist.
Well, there's the Chicago Improv Network.
I knew that. So I don't know if there's a music one.
There must be. It's like a subreddit.
Yeah. MCL. So after this, because we're doing this on a Wednesday today, I'm going to MCL doing Mint today.
Nice.
So I'm coaching a team this season. It's called Mint Flishigan. And Mint Flishigan.
Nice.
Yeah. You have to have the word mint in them all, and so Mint Flishigan, just whatever, at good times. And so being coach is something different, being on the other side of things.
Sure.
So it's so weird. Like when you see an audition, you're always in an audition. You wonder what people are thinking who are watching you, and now being on the other side of it, or you can just tell just how many reps that you get. Like, oh, they're having a good audition, or they're not, or they were slow to start, and you can see people win you over.
Yeah, so you were talking about this a little bit last time.
Okay, I thought it was.
And what have you gotten out of it? Like, what have you applied to your own craft from learning from the auditions?
Well, there's auditions at IO this Sunday, for like Saturday and Sunday, for another musical that's going to be up. I think it's called Tribulation or something like that. It's going to be up in October at IO. So everybody in the music improv community is pretty much auditioning for this thing.
Yeah, I haven't done any auditions at IO in years.
It's weird when you have to do an improv audition, a musical theater thing or a musical improv thing, because they want you to do 16 bars of a song, right, with accompaniment. And I'm like, I don't even rehearse with a keyboardist. I don't rehearse. Like, I do musical improv, but I don't really look over songs and sing them over and over again. And so I've never really worked with it.
Well, I mean, that's not improv.
It isn't.
In that case.
They're only doing 16 bars of it, and then the whole thing's going to really be improvised and all that stuff.
The only songs that I would actually ever want to sing in an improv audition would be Monty Python songs.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Dude, pull a song from
Spam-A-Lot.
Spam-A-Lot, you can pull just Spam-A-Lot. Mine is History of the World. No, not History of the World, Part 2.
I'm glad I'm talking about this. Part 1.
What's the one about life and death?
Life of Brian?
No, that's a good one. That's a great
The
one.
Holy Grail?
No, The Holy Grail is not a musical.
Oh,
there is a musical in
just Spamalot's the one I thought was a
Spamalot
musical.
is the musical that went to Broadway.
I gotcha.
But man, it's my favorite one. It's
The Sunny Side of Life.
Yeah, The Sunny Side of Life. That's from
that's a Monty Python thing.
That
right?
That is a Monty Python thing.
Yeah.
That's the one that I would probably sing.
Okay.
Always look on the bright side of life. Yeah.
Okay, cool. The only thing I have is a book. It's Moving Out. Billy Joel's his Broadway play thing or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's all. That's the only musical accompaniment. I mean, like sheet music I have. But like, I could look up Monty. I know you can buy sheet music for like $3, $4.
Yeah. Dude, find it online.
Yeah.
Find it online.
I'd have to find a song that I'd know and
The Meaning of Life. Monty Python and the Meaning of Life. Oh, that has some of the best music, comedic music to me.
Okay.
I eat it up.
I should look up like Spamalot songs or something.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah. I think, but I don't know if it's showing the range or I don't know. I don't know anything. I've done one musical audition theater, and I did Billy Joel Big Shot on piano.
Ooh, that's a good one.
On piano. Yeah.
That's a fun one.
It's funny.
You can have a lot of fun with that.
I've never heard it on piano, just piano.
Have you thought about any mashups?
No.
Dude, like take a normal song and then do like a Weird Al thing.
Wow. Holy, I didn't even think to do that.
Dude, make it your own. That's how you stand out in those things.
Okay, that's something.
My favorite Weird Al song is from his new album is Foil.
Okay.
It's from the Royals.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a good one.
My sis got it. I haven't heard the new album, but I knew that was.
It took a nice turn at the end about very paranoia. It was the tinfoil hat is what it became. Very fun.
This was good.
Yeah.
Okay. Also with the auditioning, what have I learned? But also coaching too, and just the notes that you always get. Not you. I mean, most people always get. I'm watching. I'm like, oh my gosh, these are the notes that I'm getting, and now I need to give these notes because you know what? They're the most true notes that you can give. Like emotion. Like you can see someone coming out and not being emotional, and you always hear about being emotional, and it helps you invest and all that. And I'm like, oh shit, yeah. You need to get some emotion up in there.
Well, you got to do it. Well, I'm gonna say you got to do it this way. You don't got to do it this way. When I got feedback from Gelman, it was just bullshit and then filled with bullshit. I think the way that you give your feedback is very important because, dude, Gelman fucking ruined it for me.
Yeah. There's a couple of teachers that I guess can ruin things.
He did. I mean, he tried to push my buttons and he didn't unpress them. He kept them fucking jammed in. But I think when you give feedback, it's really important to give positive feedback and then you can kind of lay into them.
Some people said that the way to do it, start with a positive comment, then the negative.
I mean, it's better than the opposite. Like you're shitting on somebody, but you did this okay, then it doesn't come off right. Hey, you did this really well, but you sucked here.
I'm not in my head about it, but I'm trying to be hyper aware of when I give the note, I can see, one person is just glaringly lacking something. Oh, yeah. And I know what it is. I just want to be like, man, but I don't. I'm like, hey, think about this, or I make sure there's more than one option. Someone can make a weird move and it's totally not maybe what would be expected. Like we have like 3-4 people in a scene, obviously, and it's musical improv. Someone's going to sing that song. Then someone comes out from nowhere in a different character and just starts singing a song. Yeah. Like, whoa, who are you? Or what's going on?
In one improv class that I took, and I think it was Blaine.
Yeah.
Blaine from
Blaine Swin.
Yeah, Blaine Swin. Yeah. Oh, great, dude.
He's amazing.
Oh, he's great.
Improvised
he's fantastic. Blaine. Oh, he's such a positive influence. And he actually makes you want to do like, oh, he's killing it. I think I can do that.
Yep.
He was hosting one of these things. It was like stage 773, doing like one of those summer classes.
Oh, okay.
And it was musical improv. And I got up and I've mentioned this girl to you before. I got to do a scene with Abby.
Oh, Abby
it was just fantastic. We were going back and forth, and we were definitely feeling each other. I think that was my pinnacle of my musical improv.
Right.
Is that one scene with Abby, and it felt great, and she's killing it now.
Oh, she is.
Oh man,
she is. She just had her 100th show of Lindsay's Calling, which is at the MCL Theater.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool. When you're doing 100 shows, that's like once a week. It's like,
dude,
wow,
MCL's
for 2 years.
MCL's got to become its own thing now. Like I know they rent that space out.
Yeah.
Right? It's a theater, but they rent it out. They need to get together and get their own space because they have some awesome things coming through there.
They do. There's a new show tomorrow I'm going to be part of. Just a guy from when I was in Buffalo he was there too, but we never crossed paths there until we did here. And another guy who was on my team, Last Mint team. They have a show called Max and Alex. It's like a live talk show. So they're going to do that tomorrow. So I'm just going to be in. It's like like the sort of almost like Ed McMahon, Paul Schaefer-y kind of sidekick.
Dude, you got to promote your own. You got to promote your own podcast on that thing.
I think so.
Maybe if you can pull that plug in, man.
Yeah.
We need some viewers. We have a total of 0 viewers.
Oh, I thought I read a lot more viewers than that.
Oh, I don't know.
Since I linked up SoundCloud to YouTube to iTunes.
It's all messy though. It's so messy.
Like 25 people looking.
Yeah, but
I know it's all
not
messy.
organized.
I know.
It looks like we don't know what we're doing. And
I think it sort of does.
We don't know what we're doing.
We don't know what we're doing.
No.
But I think it sort of does with the links now. Like you go to SoundCloud, on the sides like 3-4 links attached to our thing.
Yeah, the links are all there, but it's just not organized or flows or one goes into the next. It's just kind of scattered and unorganized.
You know what I don't?
It drives me fucking bananas.
I know. What I don't know is, so if, and I'm gonna ask this here. I mean, so we have like 9 episodes on SoundCloud. Those are with our RSS feeds.
Those are the all audio.
Yeah.
None of those are the video ones.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah,
but they're all on, let's say, iTunes too. But only the ones that we put with the RSS feeds are on there.
Okay.
Now, if I put 9 new episodes up of just audio on SoundCloud, will the old ones stay like on iTunes and the other sites, or does it only go with the RSS feed?
I don't know.
And that means we have to buy like the $50 thing for SoundCloud too. Whatever.
Dude, so many streaming things.
I know.
So many streaming things should become like a swear word.
Yeah.
What the stream?
Yep. I like that.
Whatever.
I'm down with this.
What else happened? I did a duck tour this weekend. You know what that is?
No.
It's a duck boat.
It's one
of those boats.
I still don't know what that means.
It's like a car, but it's like a World War II amphibious thing.
Yeah.
And
cool.
And you drive around the city. There's a tour guide. He gives you some fun anecdotes about the city in Boston.
Okay.
And then it goes into the river, and then you go around the river.
All right.
And then you come back on land.
And you talk about ducks and stuff?
No, the duck it's called the duck tour.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Because it's a boat that goes on land and water.
Got it.
There it is.
There it is.
Zing zang.
Did not even know what that
meant. It was a good time.
Cool.
Hanging out with my pops is always a good time.
All right.
Got to eat some good lobster bisques.
Nice. I've only been to Boston, technically, well, twice technically, but once really. And Fennel Hall, I believe.
Fennel Hall, man.
Yeah.
We stayed right near there.
Yeah. Went there. That's about all.
I don't know if I'm a fan of Boston.
Yeah, I wanted to go into Cheers, but I heard it looks different inside.
Dude, totally.
I don't want to go inside somewhere and it looks different from the image in my head.
Yeah, my dad and I went to Cheers at 11 a.m. on Tuesday.
Wow.
Packed.
Shit.
Packed.
Still, isn't that crazy?
Oh, man.
Like the show's been off the air 20 years.
Oh, easy.
And it's my favorite, in our family, it's our favorite sitcom.
Okay.
Over even Seinfeld. So our whole family just loves Cheers.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it's been off the air over 20 years.
My dad loved some Cheers too.
Love Cheers.
Oh, my dad loved Murphy Brown.
Wow.
Do you remember Murphy Brown?
I do.
Oh, that was a good show.
Yeah.
She was
Cheers.
She was a news director, right? I think something like that.
Well, she was the anchor on it.
Yeah. That was like the first show that did that, I think.
Frank Fontana was on there.
But now there was Sports Night where they kind of followed them around.
Aaron Sorkin show.
Then there was the other Aaron Sorkin show, Newsroom.
West Wing, Newsroom.
Yep. Is where they're following around the Anchorman.
This is Aaron Sorkin's 3rd show, I believe. Then.
I think it was like his 4th. He did something before he did
Sports Night.
Sports Night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. I have no clue.
Aaron Sorkin, man. I wish he would make a movie.
Social Network. Didn't he write that?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
He did that. Cool beans.
Dude, okay. Puerto Rico, $72 billion in debt.
Wow.
Puerto Rico.
What's that mean for us?
Well, they're a municipality. They're a territory.
I know. That's crazy. I don't know.
We're gonna have to fucking help them somehow. It's gonna be a mess. Dude, that's a mess. How do you become $72 billion in debt? Well, the US is $14 trillion in debt, so what the fuck?
Yep.
I was talking to a guy downstairs. There was a power outage in Chicago over the weekend.
I went away. Oh, never mind. I came back. I thought, oh yeah, because the microwave was off. But never mind. I hit clear, and then the clock came back.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was. Well, it didn't go off on the north side or part of the north side.
The guy that I know that works for ComEd said 68,000 people lost power on Sunday.
Lollapalooza was this week too.
Lollapalooza, yeah.
Didn't do it. Lady friend I know, she went and saw how dirty it was and how dirty people are. Got on the subway, people just caked in dirt.
Oh yeah.
And it just has no appeal for me anymore. Doing these, going to festival. I used to go to quite a few festivals, but I just can't deal with crowds anymore.
You just gotta pick your festivals.
Yeah, I just can't deal with crowds.
The one I want to do, Burning Man. Oh, I want to go to Burning Man
I'd
so bad.
to check that out.
I wish I went there like 5 years ago though.
Yeah.
Now it's the now it's the Lollapalooza.
Everybody says corporate or
Well, I don't know if it's. I don't know if it'll be corporate.
Yeah.
It's still like a city that pops up for like 5 days.
Yeah.
You got to bring everything with you. Like if you miss it, like it's not. You got.
And a few years ago, some guy lit it on fire the first night.
Oh, but on purpose?
Yeah. On purpose or not on purpose, I don't know.
Because they build it throughout the entire week.
Oh.
And then the last day they light it on fire.
Oh, okay.
But there's a lot of other ones that they light on fire throughout the week.
I think this guy lit the main one on fire.
Yeah.
From what I used to read, what I read on those articles.
Sure.
So yeah.
Oh man, my favorite music festival is the Summer Camp Music Festival out in Chillicothe.
Oh, you went to it.
That's a good one. That's the best one.
I went to one. It's always me and my friend always talk about it, and it's our favorite. And it was 19 years. It was 1996.
Woodstock, 96?
No. It's called Eden. It was in Canada. It was called Eden Fest.
Okay.
And it was about 3 hours. It's in Southern Ontario.
This still goes on.
It was at a racetrack, and the racetrack wasn't used that day. But so they had this huge racetrack. But people, it was amazing. The Tragically Hip headlined the one night. And The Cure was the other night.
Does the Tragically Hip still go by the Hip?
The Hip.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think after we talked, I've been listening to some Hip.
Good.
Yeah.
You should. They're amazing. And
it's like grunge rock.
It's their styles changed slightly. They're still rock, and they have like 13 albums.
They had some songs that reminded me of the Beatles, though.
They have all different. They have so much different kind of rock and slight variations that you can listen to if you're in a certain mood. They're not the same. Like ACDC's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And just like you can hear the change of the years. Like, oh man, they're progressing and evolving. Yep. I listened to the Razor's Edge today, actually.
Yeah,
that's ACDC.
Yeah, Thunderstruck is maybe my favorite.
Love it.
That's my that riff.
No,
love it.
My friend said it was ACDC, Back in Black, and the Razor's Edge. Boy, it's a toss-up on which one's better.
Yeah, Razor's Edge is better.
I was gonna say it's not even a contest. Back in Black.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh man, Razor's Edge. No, Razor's Edge to me has much more of that original rock feel than. I mean, Black and Black is great. Back in Black.
Black's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. TNT's on Black and Black.
But I've only listened.
Back in Black.
No, it's not actually.
What?
But we only I've only listened to like Razor's Edge through like twice so far. So
okay.
Whatever. What do we got here? You looking up song list?
Yeah. Highway to Hell is its own album. I didn't know it was its own. I thought it was on.
Yeah, you're saying that. Yeah.
TNT was its own album too.
Yeah. And that's up with Bon Scott, I believe. So.
No, I'm changing my favorite AC/DC song to High Voltage.
Okay, that's your favorite song.
No, favorite album.
Favorite
album. Has Livewire, TNT, Rock and Roll Singer, Little Lover, and High Voltage. And She's Got Balls. She's Got Balls is a fun song.
Yeah. I thought that was all Bon Scott era stuff.
That is.
I was just talking between the two, Brian Johnson, Back in Black or Razor's Edge.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm going away to see Fish this weekend.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Where?
Wisconsin.
Okay, that's pretty close.
Yeah. It's Alpine Valley.
Okay, cool. I heard of it. Never been there.
Yeah.
Wise. Oh, that's pretty wild stuff. So let me think. Improv wise, I've been to Old Town Music School. Coming up on my last class of there's a vocal technique class. So there's like levels 1 and 2. It's been really interesting. I think I've greatly improved just on the knowledge of here's how you do.
Write some different things like changing the voice of your. No, nothing like that. No, that's like voiceless vocal stylings. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just haven't done that. He shows you what to do and he'll give you techniques and go through exercises. And then when you're done, then we'll do it again later on or in a couple of weeks. See how much better you are. You're just breathing helps out and you don't even know.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Yeah. And so we've been doing all that in posture and breathing, relaxation, and just checking that. It's like, so one more week to go and done with that.
My favorite note that I got in the music improv class with Blaine was he always said, never say the word that you're thinking to rhyme first. Always use that as the second or fourth one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like if you know that night is going to be your go-to,
right?
Always keep that in your pocket.
Got it.
Do right first and then hit the word safe.
I had the same problem. Sometimes I'll be singing like, man, I got the joke.
Yeah.
I got the whole phrasing down.
Yeah.
And then man, and you're going and you're like, man, how do I got to say this phrase now while it's in my head. And I hopefully come up with a rhyme. But I know you should do it the other way, but sometimes you're just blanking.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah. It's a skill.
Yeah.
It's definitely,
it is.
Definitely a muscle.
I watched Improvised Shakespeare a couple weeks ago. and they come out and they do their monologues in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is like 20 rhymes. I mean, 20 rhyming couplets.
Yeah.
And 10 rhyming couplets. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, they are just nonstop talking. Slight breath. I can maybe see that they're thinking of a rhyme right there, even though they're not showing it. But I'm like, oh my gosh, just watching these guys work is just unbelievable.
How much of Shakespeare is still together? Have those guys moved?
They have
out?
such a rotating cast, and here's also something that I heard. They want to do more shows now at IO. They're going to do, or they already are. They're gearing up to do a run on Broadway in New York City. Patrick Stewart is out there, and a lot of times you'll always see like Patrick Stewart's playing with improvised Shakespeare.
Yeah.
He wants to do it where he's not even billed, like he's just an ensemble member.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they have.
They can do that for sure.
They have a core number of guys here, but they have guys in LA.
Yeah, for sure.
They have guys in here. So I mean, who from the original core? I mean, I saw him 2 weeks ago, and it was Blaine and Rick Walker and Brendan Dowling. And
Brendan's the bigger guy, right?
No, he's longer in the face. God bless him. And the bigger guy. Oh, the bigger guy with curly hair. His name is Matt Young.
Oh.
And he's like a new player.
No, that's
compared to the other guys.
That's not him.
But it was Blaine, Brendan Dowling, Rick Walker.
What's the
Ross Bryant too?
Ross Bryant, man. Oh, he's the best.
I saw this 2 weeks ago. So you can say there's a core there. Whoever's in Chicago, they're doing it.
Yeah. I thought Ross was gonna go west a long time ago.
Unless he did and he just came back.
Maybe, yeah. Man, that dude is talented. If I could steal any improviser's talent, it would be Ross Bryant's.
Really?
In a second, I look up to him. I think I
saw Steve Waltine and Rush Howell last night.
Okay.
Rush Howell, I just 33 coming up. Even 4 or 5 years ago when they were doing 33 with Andy Sinclair. So good. Rush Howell just playing a game, but not just a game, like a game that sets up the entire show.
Yeah.
Just always a bet or a wager or something. It's just amazing.
Man, we are name dropping and no one knows what we're talking about.
But if you're in the Chicago scene, you sort of do.
Sort of.
And if you've been listening to us, you can see us like, see, we do this and we watch the news.
Yeah.
Because most of it's about the news. Like, wow, you guys know all about this scene and you guys watch the news.
Yeah.
You guys are amazing.
I don't know if anybody's saying that.
No one's ever saying that.
But this has been the second season.
Yeah.
Episode 9.
Yep. Of the Dan and Drew Show.
Yeah.
On the podcast.
The podcast.